forehead in Dragon Ball Z. Anyway.
Right now?
Are they going to do neutral start, or either way? Looks like we're going to be starting on Battlefield here. Scythe practicing some tech skill. Just heard him agree to a neutral start. I think a lot of players should do that, but most people just don't in tournaments. You just go with the game starting positions, but it can be pretty lame when someone starts above someone else or whatever.
Neutral starts are actually banned in Genesis. They're not letting people do them.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Cool. I mean, I'm fine with either way as long as there's a clear rule on what to expect. I think it's actually kind of lame when it's like up to the player to have to ask for a rule enforcement. I think it should be like enforced. You play neutral start at this tournament or not, as opposed to like, oh well, if the guy wants to do it, then.
No, I think what it is, it's the neutral starts are banned. Like you can't ask to do it, but what you can ask to do is have your
switch your port.
Yeah. As long as port priority is maintained.
Yeah, that makes sense. You going to Genesis?
I am.
Oh, me too, man.
Dude, type.
It's gonna be fun. We gotta figure out. I don't have a hotel figured out though.
I have a hookup with some guys from Alberta who need some more people in their room. So
if you
message me on Twitter, I'll hook you up.
Okay, sounds good. I have another guy too. You think they have room too? Anyway, there's a match going on.
Yeah. We have Scythe versus ORLY right now. Falcon. Wow.
This matchup is actually pretty tough from Falcon's perspective, if you ask me. I mean, Falco, just everything, his lasers, a lot of stuff can shut down Falcon's movement in neutral, but then once Falcon gets his one opening, obviously he can blow up Falco. So that's sort of what we'll be looking for is the punish game.
Falco just has so many tools to pin down Falcon.
Yeah, and down airs like that. It's like Falcon has one recovery option. We already discussed that earlier, and Falco, when he calls that out, can just kill Falcon. And that should be a dead Falco though. Scythe actually flubbed on that edge there. That's what ended up killing him. But
up tilt is so good with Falcon. Like, people don't use up tilt.
Underutilized edgeguard tool. I think Falcon, kind of like Sheik, that I was just discussing, as another one of those characters who has potential to be pushed a lot further. No one's really doing all of the good Falcon stuff.
I think it's really only the Florida people right now that are really putting in that hardcore Falcon work.
And even they are not like, you know, let's say like Wizrope does the most optimized Falcon tech chase or whatever, but he doesn't play neutral game as well as S2J, and he doesn't edge guard as well as Hacks used to, so there are a lot of different parts of Falcon. We need a great hope to like bring it all out and put it together, you know?
Looks like Scythe has really good control of the center of the stage right now. Not letting really back out.
Yeah, he's gonna hope to close the stock out. Yeah, there you go. So that's what Scythe wants. Now, pretty much an even game here. Next opening, it's gonna be pretty big. Either character can get like, you know, 60% or more off one opening. ORLY misses the knee there. He got the read that he wanted, but didn't work out for him. Scythe trying to do some Falco combos. He gets the shine, down air. Good patience there, actually. A lot of Falcos would have rushed up, but then probably dropped the combo hit. That's gonna do it.
That's game. Wait, is that game one?
Yeah, game one. Game one goes to Scythe, who actually sort of fought from behind the whole way until that final stock when he was able to pull ahead. He had, I think, from the very beginning, he lost his first stock, and he was always sort of one stock behind. Anyway, ORLY chooses to go back.
Just shows how volatile this game can be. Especially in a matchup like this, both characters are very fast, have a lot of options to get at each other and kind of mess each other up. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Falco combos work so well on Falcon, and Falcon likes combo fast followers. He likes combo but he can do a lot of great stuff, so these characters, as you say, definitely mess each other up. and
I'm not sure. Could he have done anything more to get back to the stage there?
Well, I think Scythe had the edge option covered with back air, and so O'Reilly tried to fade around the back air, but in doing so, he wasn't able to grab it. If he had gotten any closer, he would have been hit anyway. So I think Scythe had the option covered there.
Opts to roll around multi-shots.
That's actually like the best thing. If you ever get intimidated by someone multi-shining your shield, any listeners at home, just roll. Hit left or right on the little C-stick, you'll buffer it out. It doesn't even matter if you miss the window, because as soon as the window comes out, it'll then make you roll. It's pretty nice, and a lot of space animals, they just want to hit buttons, they're not ready to react to that. Anyway, nice back air from O'Reilly. Bringing the game to an even 3 stocks apiece, although O'Reilly has a percent deficit, but maybe not for long here. Let's see.
Oh! Wow.
Just barely missed the timing on his up air, which would have killed Scythe, and then that enabled Scythe to
finish
kill
it
him.
out though. We got 2-2-0-0. We got a game.
It's interesting how different that interaction would have been if O'Reilly had hit the up air. He would have had a significant lead.
Putting on a lot of percent right here, able to take the stock.
Scythe trying to go, I think, for the longest range short, or at least the mid-range one, but doesn't quite get it. Either way, O'Reilly had the straight side he covered, so he had to short the side.
Nice fadeaway nair to give himself more options, because you know Falcon wants to shine out of that.
Oh yeah, of course. Falco is like a fiend for you hitting his shield. Nice time.
There we go.
Now, when you get stomped by Falcon, you can meteor cancel it, but Falco has such limited vertical recovery anyway that even if Scythe had a really good meteor cancel, the likelihood of him being able to recover afterwards was slim to none. Plus, O'Reilly had an extra stock, so it was a little bit gutsy, but on the other hand, it was safer than it seemed. So,
We see a camera switch.
no, let's. Okay, found it. Interesting. I wonder what really bad if they're here. Or actually, I'm even more curious now. Is it best of 5 or best of 3? Because I would assume so too. But then I wonder what would land against. Probably if he left this one open. I mean, honestly, Falcon can do fine here.
Falcon does well with both platforms and not platforms, because when he's got platforms, he can, if you know what you're doing, you can work with them and make them work for you.
Yeah.
But if you have FD, then you don't have the platforms to get in the way of your combos. So, depending on your playstyle, you can actually make both stages work.
I always thought it was interesting because this stage is like notoriously bad for Falcon. At least in terms of like any beginner Falcon matchup guide you read, they're all going to tell you like, man, Fountain Dreams, and most Falcon players will tell you like they hate playing here. The platforms varying in heights mess them up and it doesn't give room to run, but some Falcon players, like Dark Rain is the main example I can think of, like learned to get really good on this stage and play here way better than some other stages. Dark Rain actually will neutral here against a lot of people. Wow, and that was a gutsy forward smash from O'Reilly. I don't even know if that was intentional input or if he just kept holding it after he made a mistake, but
Put that in, it's like, I mean, I'm already committed here.
yeah. Well, sometimes that's hard when you start charging a smash. You're like, well, I can't cancel this, so what do I do?
Getting a lot off of grabs every single time right here.
That was actually really smart. O'Reilly crouch canceled Falco's down air and then got a grab instantly. A lot of Falcos think they can just run around down airing indiscriminately on people, but when your opponent can still crouch cancel, it is actually not totally safe. Although Shine does make it pretty safe. Falco's just busted character in general, but anyway, Scythe is looking to tack on some Falcon combos right now. He wants to even this matchup.
Should have bought more places than he was at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, and lasers against Falcon are interesting because when he's far enough away that you can get your lasers out, it's actually pretty amazing. But if he's close, he can try to blow you up when you laser. Like we sort of saw it there. Scythe got randomly beat when he was trying to jump. I'm not sure if he was trying to laser or grab an area, but it really was close enough to him that he made the jump.
I think one of the keys here is that Falco's going to be be shooting lasers to try to pin you down. So if you can keep moving while the lasers are coming at you, you will immediately cut off so many of Falco's options.
Falco, everybody talks about how good a projectile laser is, but it takes like a third of a second to shoot a laser and then to land back in. So like, that's a lot of time where you're vulnerable. Okay, so that is the end of the set. ORLY closes it out actually with a